The removal of Biafra from the world map was a culmination of complex historical, political, and economic factors that led to the defeat of the breakaway state and its reintegration into Nigeria. Here are some key reasons why Biafra was removed from the world map. 1. Political opposition. The Nigerian government, led by General Yakubu Gowon, vehemently opposed the secession of Biafra and viewed it as a threat to the country's unity and territorial integrity. 2. Economic interests. The region that made up Biafra was rich in natural resources, including oil, which was a vital source of revenue for Nigeria. The Nigerian government was determined to maintain control over these resources. 3. International non-recognition. The international community, including the United Nations, refused to recognize Biafra as a sovereign state. This lack of recognition meant that Biafra did not receive diplomatic support or aid from other countries. 4. Military defeat. The Nigerian army, supported by the British and Soviet governments, launched a series of military offensives that ultimately led to the defeat of the Biafran forces. 5. Humanitarian crisis. The war led to a devastating humanitarian crisis, with widespread suffering, displacement, and starvation. The international community intervened with humanitarian aid, but the crisis ultimately contributed to Biafra's defeat. 6. Economic blockade. The Nigerian government imposed a blockade on Biafra, which severely impacted the region's economy and led to widespread poverty and starvation. 7. Diplomatic isolation. Biafra's lack of diplomatic recognition and support from other countries made it difficult for the region to secure aid, arms, and other essential resources. 8. Colonial legacy. The artificial boundaries created by colonial powers contributed to the tensions that led to Biafra's secession. The British colonial legacy in Nigeria perpetuated ethnic and religious divisions that ultimately contributed to the conflict. In conclusion, the removal of Biafra from the world map was a result of a combination of political, economic, military, and diplomatic factors. The legacy of the conflict continues to shape the political landscape of Nigeria and the African continent,